Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy, so hello. Today's Pick a Card Love Tarot reading, we are going over what is next in love. So this is for all situations. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, situationship, single, somewhere in between, not looking, I don't know. This is the energy that you're moving into, things that you should keep in mind. I will kind of touch on how this relates to kind of each aspect of relationship, wherever that may be, or the energy that you're just going into that's coming up for you and coming your way, just to keep in mind. So we have 3 piles for you guys today. So pile 1, I have this card that says the Witch. I have this paired with this lovely skeleton key for pile 1. Pile 2, we have the Fate. Have this paired with this spirit quartz cluster for pile 2. In pile 3, we have a card that says the Muse, and I have it paired with this blue origami crane for pile 3. So guys, take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you feel free to watch more than one. Maybe you have a lot coming up, or maybe there's just a message in another part of a pile that you need to hear. Always remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If something feels like you're like, no, that doesn't feel right for me, just trust that, let that go, and just respect that part of the reading was for somebody else. Or you, since this is kind of a future, what's coming up, you could just be like, keep it in your side pocket as a, maybe that'll happen. Write it down. I don't know. Come back, let me know. So I will leave these up for a moment. If you need more time to decide, feel free to pause the screen, and then you can click on your timestamp, which will be in the description box below, the pinned comment, as well as the chapters under this video. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you guys as always for being here. You guys are the best. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will see you at your pile. Bye guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends. For pile 1, we are going over what is next in love in all situations. So it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, in a situationship, anything like that, anywhere in between, outside, whatever. We are going over what themes are coming up for you, what energy you're moving into. So feel free to take and adjust the messages for how they fit in you and your particular situation. Always remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If something feels completely out of the realm of your experience, just let that part go and respect it was for somebody else. Totally fine. So you guys picked this beautiful card that's the Witch. It says experimentation and rebellion. So you guys are moving into an experimental type energy, possibly being a little rebellious. This feels very like fun and playful kind of energy. You guys are moving into the area of love, maybe calling in some fun, playful energy, experimentations of all kinds. Take that for how it fits. But this also feels like, that rebellion. This feels like saying no to anything that's not you and only saying yes to the things you want to bring in, and the things, that align with you or you want to bring into your life. So that's what the energy that this card is bringing in. And if you're attracted to this card, I'm hoping that aligns with how you feel or where you're moving. You guys also did pick this beautiful skeleton key. So some doors are unlocking, some new ways of being, possibly for some of you, some new doorways to a new love or new phases of your love is kind of opening. I did say, I do notice the phases of the moon on this card. So again, there could be some phases, some shifting, some changing going on in your love connections here. So we do have alchemy symbol here is water. So some of you guys could be associated with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or your loved one, something like that. I did want to point that out as well. So let's jump right in. Where do I want to start? Do I want to start Oracle or do I want to start Tarot? I'm not even sure. Let's start with some Oracle cards. So for pile 1, what is coming in for love for them? Pile 1, what's coming in for love? I'm just going to pull like 3 to get us started. And then we'll work from there. Pile 1. Oh, I guess you guys are getting 2 of those. All right, let's see what we have. So we have embrace the feminine. Sorry for the drawn tatas. It should be okay. It's just a drawing here on YouTube. But so embracing your feminine. So regardless of your gender, feminine is the energy of receiving. It's not the energy of chasing. It's the energy of sitting back, allowing people to come to you. So what's coming for you in love is things coming to you. You don't have to put in the effort. You're just going to sit back and shine. You're going to sit back and be in your beautiful feminine energy of allowing, you know, people to come in or do things for you, and you're just going to receive it. That's what's coming in for you. I'm trying to see if I have anything to cover up her. This is the closest thing I have. We're gonna have our little orange bird be our little cover for her. Okay, next we have a blessing in disguise. It's interesting. This has an egg and this has an egg, and you guys had this like new phase. I think of eggs, I think of new life, new beginnings. So a blessing in disguise. So something that may have seemed to not go your way, you're gonna find out was something that did go your way. It just might take a hindsight perspective, like that hindsight's 2020. So once you may have recently been in a situation where you felt like, you know, things fell apart or didn't work out in your favor, but yet you're moving into an energy where you're like, oh, that this wouldn't have happened if that didn't happen. Kind of energy is what's coming in. We also have fox spirit, think on your feet. So some sort of quick changing energy. I think of the fox being not only foxy, but, you know, very clever and strategic animal. They can be a little shifty. The number 27 may be important for some of you, but when I look at how this affects you and your love life, your love, like what's coming up, it just feels like you're going to have, like you're going to be, you know, again, quick on your feet. There could be some things changing. It feels like you're going to be able to make swift decisions. Even though you're in that feminine energy, it's like when you know something's not for you, which we kind of already talked about in the beginning, you're going to be quick to change something. I don't feel like you guys are going to be in the energy of like sitting on something, dealing with something, seeing how it plays out. It's either this works for me and this is bringing in what I want, or this is a no. Then we have armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. Okay, yeah, so the number 3 here. This reduces to a 9, so 369 may be important for some of you. Manifesting kind of things along that. But here, setting healthy boundaries. So that's just kind of what we already talked about. You're going to be in this energy, and no matter what love situation you're in, this could be in a dedicated relationship where maybe you tend to put your other person in your life on a pedestal, and you've been the one doing everything. You're going to be shifting back and setting your boundaries and be like, you know what? No, I really need this. I need you to respect this. I need you to honor me in this way. And you're going to be able to be very clear about that, but in a very like receptive way. It's not like, it doesn't feel like that masculine, like bulldozing way. This is just going to be like anything that isn't you, you're going to be like, nope. And whoever you're involved with is going to have to adapt, you know? And this feel, again, we have healthy boundaries. So this doesn't feel like, you know, in a spiteful kind of way or anything like this. This is you really honoring who you really are, what you're trying to nurture and bring into your life with these eggs, what you're trying to have come alive for you and your relationships. All right, I'm going to do some tarot, and then we'll pull some more oracle cards. So pile 1, what's coming in for them for love, please? Pile 1, what's coming in for them for love? Four of Hearts, which is the 4 of Pentacles. No, 4 of Cups, sorry. So it does say boredom. I'm going to keep pulling. So the Four of Cups can be about a missed opportunity. It can be about rejection. You may be rejecting. Again, I feel like you guys are rejecting anything that's not you, anything that makes you feel meh. Like Four of Cups is personally my meh card. It's apathetic. It's you know. So I feel like you guys are just going to be, you know, saving yourself from anything like that, like protecting yourself from anything that doesn't bring you joy. So we have this umbrella, we have all this rain going around you, but you're like, no. Anything that's not me, I'm not allowing to sink into me. I'm going to protect myself from that energy. We have the Master of Hearts, so the King of Cups. So this is deep emotional fulfillment coming in, really deep, honest, possible conversations, really connecting with someone on a very deep level. If you have no one in your life, and maybe you cut someone, this is also could be for some of you, really connecting in deep with what you want and what you're trying to bring in. Some of you guys, again, that experimentation, you might be trying to, if this feels a little more of a single message, so you might be putting yourself out there to date different types of people to see if you can get that deep connection. Maybe you've only had shallow connections and you're like, you know what, a pretty face is great and all, but I need someone to connect with me on a deep level. I am an abyss. I don't want a shallow in person. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're that deep person, you're going to be drawing in deep connections that fulfill you in a deep way. So anything that's not for you, you're going to be like, nope. And then you're only going to be calling in the things that really fulfill you on a deep level. Okay. We have the Keeper of Flames. So this is the Queen of Wands. This is fiery energy. We have this woman kind of bound up. So some of you guys, again, experimentation, take that for how it fits. This feels very playful, really seeing what you want, what you're trying to bring into your life, what you want in your loving connections. You know, we talked about this feminine sitting back energy, but I'm not talking about not being in a power position. You feel like you're powerful because you're only receiving what you want. And I think that's a big thing to remember. And because you are, quote unquote, you know, in charge, even though you're not the one doing. Again, you're only accepting in, or you're moving into an energy of only accepting the things that really fulfill you on that deep level, and saying no to anything that doesn't. All right, then we have the Youth of Flames arousing. So we have more kind of very playful, honoring your sensuality here. We have fiery and arousing on these cards. I don't do 18 plus readings, but use your imagination there. If you like want to be playful in that way, I feel like you're moving into the energy where you can explore a little bit, experiment with the things that you want. Maybe I feel like somebody is moving out of a relationship that was kind of like felt safe, humdrum. Maybe it ended, and maybe, you know, you saw it, you know, something that's really sad, but now you're seeing it as a blessing in disguise because you had to hold back all these parts of yourself. And now you get to step into this fiery, honoring yourself. And I also am being guided to say, sorry, I didn't say this is the Page of Wands, but I feel like you guys, as you go into this experimentation thing, you're also like honoring your confidence, honoring your beauty, honoring your sensuality, and really stepping into, hey, even if there's things about myself that I don't quote unquote see as perfect or perceived flaws, you know, I'm going to honor and own every ounce of myself and really just let myself explore all the things I wanted to explore. So I'm going to pull one more for here. Pile one. Oh, that's funny. This was on the bottom. So the Four of Pentacles, tight grip. So the Four of Pentacles is an energy. It can be seen as greedy, but it's an energy of holding on to all the things that serve you, all the things that you want to hold on to your life. Fours are foundational numbers. We do have in this picture is depicted, we have this surfer holding onto this board and there's waves in the background, but like holding on to everything that keeps you afloat. Again, I really feel, especially these fours are anchoring here, like letting go of everything that you don't want and then holding on to the things that you do, and being very like stern about it. Like this is those healthy boundaries. You're like, I can ride their wave, I can have fun with this, but I'm calling the shots, but in a feminine way. And then again, the way you call those shots is by not accepting or receiving things that you don't want anymore. Like that's no. If you have in the past, if you settle for breadcrumbs, if you were settling at all, and maybe this relationship for some of you guys, if you did recently lose somebody or came out of a relationship, if you can ask yourself openly, was I settling? And your answer is yes. The universe won't allow you to do that. And sometimes that's when tower moments come along. So if you felt like you went through the ringer recently, ask yourself, was I settling? And the universe is like, nope, you don't get to settle. You are meant for bigger things. So that's all coming in for you guys. Let's see. Let's pull some more oracle cards. Pile 1, what's coming their way in love. We have 2. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind in the background. I do have a hurricane about, I think the eye is like 100 miles off the shore at the time I'm recording this going by. I live in Florida on the West Coast by the Tampa Bay area, but I live about 4 miles from the ocean or the Gulf. And yeah, we have a hurricane passing us by right now. But the lights are still on, my Wi-Fi still works, so I'm just gonna keep recording because my kids aren't here and I have to get work done. So, and they've been off of school from all this. So I'm getting this done today. So if you hear the winds in the background, don't be alarmed. Yes, a hurricane's going by. I'm a Floridian for very, very decades and decades and decades. I'm okay. Anyways, all right, but moving along. We have manifestation, believe, magic, faith. You guys are moving into manifesting all the things that you want in a beautiful way. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm looking out the window. My trees are crazy outside. All right, anyways, you're gonna be caught in a hurricane. I don't know. Sorry, I'm like hearing like 2 different songs blending in my head from 2 different groups that I like. Hurricane by 30 Seconds to Mars, and then Hurricane Drunk by Florence and the Machine. Anyways, don't know if any of those mean something to somebody. But we also have innocence, unconditioned, trusting, vulnerable, and pure. So what you're bringing in is you're manifesting, even though you are exploring all these facets of yourself, it's still in a very pure, trusting, vulnerable way. And you are going to be able to be trusting with your heart here, with this innocence. It's like you're moving into this energy of you're only receiving safe people, safe situations that allow you to explore these sides of yourself. But that's what you're bringing in, unconditioned, trusting, vulnerable, and pure. Some of you may also be like what's coming in, if you're in a dedicated relationship where you guys are working through your boundaries, you're getting aligned with each other. Some of you guys could be bringing in children. I don't know if that's a very specific message for somebody. So if you've been trying to have, get pregnant or something like that, I do feel like that is in the cards for somebody with the eggs. And we have this pregnant, embrace the feminine card. And then we have this innocence, childlike, we have a teddy bear here. So sorry for the glare. I'll let you guys see that one more time. I can't control the glares. I've tried everything. Bouncing things off walls. All my lights have filters on them, still glare. So anyways, so we're leaning into the glare. But some of you guys could be bringing in children or possibly even bringing in someone with a child. Okay, let's move on to some more cards. Pile 1, what is next in love for them? We have chakra balance. So these are the chakra love cards. This is a full balance. Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. The corresponding crystals, we have clear quartz. So clear quartz, rose quartz, and hematite. I don't have any hematite here. But yeah, this is a full balance. So full chakra balance. So this is like you're bringing in full alignment in love. Like connecting fully with either yourself or somebody else. Feeling like the most like yourself. And then again, bridging the gap between your earthbound spirit and your outer worldly spirit, if you will. All right. Oh my God, the wind's so crazy. I wish I could turn it where you guys could see it. It's crazy outside. All right. And you guys don't have to say anything. You don't have to, I'm fine in the comments. And especially if this video goes up, it won't be going up till after this is passed. I'm fine. Okay. All right. Ooh, we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this goes into your healthy boundaries, not accepting anything that you don't want. If you see the red flags, I'm hearing call them out. You don't have to shut someone down right away if you see a red flag, but get more information. Ask for clarity. Don't be afraid to get that information. If someone is a walking red flag, even if they're 6'5" and in finance, sorry if you know that joke, you get it. You also can walk away from the things that don't serve you. So pay attention to that. Don't ignore them. Again, you guys are moving into this energy of not settling. So don't settle for those red flags, even if that's comfortable and normal. And you don't have to. Sorry, there's so many memes that are popping in my head. Like I'm seeing that one. It's like shows all like the red flags, and it's like, oh, what country is that? Oh, my exes come from there, kind of thing. But anyways, so what else are you bringing in? But you guys are calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So you guys are calling in a high-level soulmate, soul-level connection. Soulmates versus some other soul contracts, I know there's all kinds of names for them, tend to be more smooth sailing. Not that you guys don't have lessons and things to learn from each other, but this does feel like a very not a friction type relationship, but a more of a combined getting along, going together kind of connection. All right, one more from this deck. Pile 1, what are they bringing in love? A soulmate. Okay, you have, yes, this is your soulmate. So yeah, either you're with your soulmate or you're calling in a soulmate. Again, but I'm feeling guided to say your soulmate isn't, not saying that you're not going to have trigger points and stuff like that. If you're on your own healing journey, the people that you bring into are meant to trigger you for a reason to heal those parts of yourself. But this isn't a person that's toxic. This is a person that helps you see the most beautiful version of yourself and is willing to accept your boundaries and work with you. Okay? And so we're not settling for less than that. Okay? With that said, there's always going to be compromise. I don't want to be like, wait for your perfect person, because remember, no one's perfect. We're not perfect if we're honest with ourselves. But it's someone that's willing to work with you and grow. You're willing to grow together, and it's a two-way street. That's what this feels like is coming in. This isn't someone that you're doing all the work. Again, you're in the receptive energy. They're coming towards you, and you guys are blending in a beautiful way. So, and on the bottom of the deck, does say it is safe for you to love. So if you've been afraid, it's okay to set those healthy boundaries. If you're afraid that you're going to set a boundary and someone's going to leave, that just means that they're letting you know ahead of time, don't waste your time on me. I'm not for you. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is calling in for pile 1. Third house, communication. So someone that you can communicate with, someone that hears you, someone that understands you, like that you don't have to explain your soul to, someone that just hears the things that you say. It says third house represents how you develop your ideas and your style of communication, of communicating them. Third house also is ruled by Gemini, so there could be some Gemini energy coming in for some of you. I will be doing some just fun confirmations at the end of this if you're looking for who could be coming our way and names and stuff. But the bulk of this is just supposed to be the message here. But this could be Gemini, but ultimately I want you to know this is someone that you're calling in pure communication, healthy communication. Again, people that understand your boundaries, that hear what you're saying and can be receptive of that communication style that you carry. All right. I think I'm going to end the reading here. I'm going to move into just some fun confirmations if you want some extra confirmations, if you're looking for who this person is, or if you're looking if your person's name is here, is your person your soulmate, something like that. Feel free to stick around. The rest of you guys, thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this with someone that you think would enjoy this reading. I always appreciate your guys' love and support. So thank you. All right, so let's get some confirmations. All right, let's see. Let's get some confirmations. For those who need confirmation or they're curious about who's coming in their way, can we please provide that for them? All right, so we have 7th house Libra, 4th house Cancer, 1st house Aries, 12th house Pisces, 8th house Scorpio, and the 9th house Sagittarius. For corresponding months to this, we have January, July, April, December, August, and September. All right, I think I'm just gonna do letters and names. So this could be someone's initials. I might channel some names. I don't think I'm gonna get into attributes today. I'm gonna keep this kind of short just because I am trying to get this reading finished before the bulk of the storm is off the shore from me. All right, let's see. All right, we have X, G, M, D, B, another X, double X, S, P, I, A, Sia, Sam, Samantha, Samuel, Pam, Pamela, Damien, Damon, Sabby, Sabrina, Xavier, Gia, Big, maybe someone goes by the nickname Big. What was Big's name in Sex and the City? John. Danny, Daniel, Daryl, Monica, Melissa, Griggs. I don't know if that's someone's last name. Peter, hearing Baxter or Bax. Bascom, Basin, Matthias, Bartholomew, Maddie, Misty, Missy, Greg, David, Dax, Dia, Diaz, Buenos Dias, Gallagher, Galen, Gabe, Gabriel, Gabriella, Moss, Mason, Dixon, Braxton, Bricks, Bernadette, what name am I seeing in my head? Oh my gosh. Bridget, that's it, Bridget. Saeed, Donovan, 6, Crazy Wind, Windy. BMX, maybe someone does BMX or some sort of extreme sports. Gary, Sam, Magda. Maybe my girl Magda's watching this. I love that. That experiment would be going on with, sorry, okay, sharing someone's personal stuff. She knows. Pixie, Tinkerbell, maybe. I'm literally saying Tinkerbell, so Peter, Wendy, all those things that have to do with Peter Pan are popping up. Angie, Angela, Andre, Agnes, Saul, Mad, Madeira, Mad Beach, Priya, Pixie, Pricks. I know there's other names that you guys are probably seeing your person and I'm just not saying it. That's totally fine. Please honor anything that you see and take. And I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. As always, I appreciate you guys. Bye. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. We are going over what's next in love in all situations, regardless of relationship, not in a relationship, situationship, anything like that. We're looking at the energy you're moving into and your loving connections. So take it for how it fits for you. Remember, it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So let's jump into this. You guys are drawn to pile 2. We have this lovely spirit quartz here. And this card that says the fate, accepting help and guidance. So it does feel like you're moving into a fated time here coming up, and maybe some things fixing or possibly even cutting of some old cords could be resonant for some of you, just between like this kind of thread wrapping between these hands, and the scissors are kind of cutting. So there could be a faded kind of vibe into, hopefully you guys can see that. How cool are these cards, right? Faded to cutting some things that have tied you back, and then healing some things that need to be healed. Take that for how that fits, but that's some energy that you guys are going into. So let's see. I want to start. Where do I want to start? We're going to do oracle cards and tarot cards. I'll do a little bit of fun confirmations at the end, like letters and names, stuff like that. We'll channel kind of some stuff, but let's just jump into what you guys are. What's next? What's next in love? So I think I'm going to start with some oracle cards. So for pile 2, what's next in love? Pile 2, what's next in love? All right, be without malice. Okay. Be without some malicious intent here. 2 of those. Pile 2, what's coming their way? What's next in love for pile 2? This one. Pile 2. What's next in love? I can't remember how I did the last one. I think we're going to just do, oh, so we have long distance. So some of you, there could be some sort of long distance love. Maybe a closing of the distance. We have plenty of fish in the sea. And we have owl spirit. You clearly see now. Number 43. Okay, pile 2. So what's kind of coming in is there's going to be clarity, possibly a lot of options for some of you. This feels kind of separate, so it feels like, you know, if you're single, there might be a lot of fish in the sea, a lot of people coming your way, a lot of kind of opportunities, but it does feel like you are going to clearly see. You're going to be able to like see through people's crap. I would rather say the S word, but I try not to cuss. On here anyways. But all right, so what's coming in? It does feel, be without malice. So I feel like whatever is coming in, you don't have to worry about it being ill intent. Also, but making sure that if you have any tendencies, especially from your past, things that were holding you back that caused you to maybe have to act out of like a trauma response, that you're clearing those up. Those are moving away, and there's no need for those darker sides of you to come out. With this long distance, again, I feel like somebody is in a long distance relationship, or you know someone a long distance, maybe that is kind of bringing in, growing stronger, maybe getting to also long distance, go on a long distance travel, a trip with someone as well. You guys will hear wind in the background. I do have a hurricane off the coast from where I live going by right now. We still have Wi-Fi and electricity, so we're recording this darn reading. School closings all week, and prep for this storm has thrown me off from my schedule. So I'm making it work. So just enjoy the lovely background noises of the wind bands as they come through. Anywho, so With this owl spirit, again, you'll clearly see now. So you're going to see your path forward. If you felt confused about someone, confused about a situation, it feels like that confusion is being lifted. You're going to be able to see through, and for somebody, you're going to be able to see through someone's crap. Like if you put up with someone's stuff in the past, it's going to be like, no more. If someone had, made you feel like you had to defend yourself, we have this be without malice, but we have this person like feeling like they have to be secretive and kind of has this staff like protecting them. Like it feels like that's going to be a thing of the past. You're going to be able to, whoever you're bringing in, or this connection could be shifting where you no longer have to feel like you have to hide yourself or you have to defend yourself. You're going to be able to see clearly through all of that coming up. All right, let's get some more cards. Also, this accepting of help. I feel like you're going to have someone or situations in love coming in that are going to be offering help, but you are being guided to accept it. Guidance. Also, some of you may be finding like a mentor, or finding some information that really helps you know how to navigate yourself through. Again, it's going to help you have clarity around what you want and what you're trying to bring in, either in your current relationships or a future relationship if you're single. So, all right, what is next in love? Pile 2. What's next in love? We have the Five of Flames, rivalry. So the Five of Wands is a lot about competition. You could have a lot of people competing for your attention. We did have this plenty of fish in the sea. I feel like someone is also in a long distance relationship, and all of a sudden you may have some other energies kind of coming in trying to bide for your attention here. We have 5 different flames kicking. So just keep that in mind. You might have a lot of suitors, even if you're already in a committed relationship, that might be like, hey, what's up? So I don't know, either, if you're in a relationship that isn't fulfilling to you, maybe consider other things. If you are in a dedicated relationship, be mindful of not to fall into temptation if it doesn't serve you, okay? And you'll know how that fits for you. So we have the Keeper of Keys. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is abundance. This is also you stepping in this energy, an energy of abundance, energy of high value, someone treating you well, someone could be giving you gifts, something like that. But basically this is the energy of you honoring your own worth, and other people around you honoring your worth as well. We have a Five of Hearts, self-pity. So this is a Five of Cups. So there could be some regretful energy. Some of you, that warning about be mindful. If you're dipping your toes in lots of things, somebody could come up regretful. Others of you could be dealing with someone that regrets, like could be coming in with an apology. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. You could be dealing with that kind of energy. Now the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups, traditionally is shown with someone focusing in on 3 spilled cups. And they're focused on what didn't work out and not realizing there's 2 cups behind them. So the Five of Cups is here to remind you that just because something ended, something didn't work out, or something didn't go your way, there's still lots of love just around the corner if you choose to see it. So if that fits for you, if you found yourself very obsessed or focused in, or just giving a lot of attention to something that didn't work out in the past, be mindful that the universe right behind the corner is trying to give you this 2 of Cups, literally. So keep your mind open for that. Don't allow yourself to sit in self-pity for too long. But others of you, it's someone that you're dealing with is going to come in, and situationally it depends on you guys, but for some of you guys, I feel like hear them out, and others of you, it's a no. But really trust your intuition on that one. Wind is so crazy. Oh gosh. Then we have the 10 of Cups, which has joy on here. Yay for my name. But this is total emotional fulfillment. This is happy life, happy family, happy everything. So this is the energy that you're bringing in. So again, if you're stuck in this, or just sitting too long, there's nothing wrong with grieving something that didn't work out. There's nothing wrong with being sad about something that you cared about. That's not what I'm saying, but just know that it'll all be okay, and it's all going to work out. You guys have a 10 of Cups coming in here. So this is deep emotional fulfillment. Again, right around the corner from you. One more. Okay. One more from this deck. We have death. So endings. So something is ending. So if something is ending, I do feel like it is time to cut the cord. It could be a fated event. Now the death card is about endings, but also new beginnings. It's the end of one cycle to be reborn into a new. So don't like get too fixated that something's ending. Again, this 10 of Cups is right here, but it's going to involve some transformation. We have Scorpio energy here, and I want to give a nod to as well. And then we also see one ending is the start of a new beginning. So one door shutting is something else opening. So, and this says new love. So this could be a new phase for some of you, but whatever this is ending, this also could be some old patterns between you and your person. If you're in a committed relationship, maybe you guys are fighting at each other a little bit, maybe approach this with love instead of malice. Come in with clarity, be honest about what you need, what you want to bring into your life, and where you're trying to go. And let the old things, old patterns that no longer serve you fall away so you guys can have this new phase in love. Okay? All right. Where do I want to go next? All right, let's see. Pile 2. What is coming in for love? What's next in love? Explore, experience, adventure, wander, journey. And somebody is going on a trip. Someone's taking a trip. Someone's traveling. Maybe some of you guys are going to meet somebody while you're traveling. If you've been pulled to go to a certain part of the globe, maybe listen to that, especially if you've been asking for, you know, the universe to bring you love. If you feel like something fated is coming in for you, it might take a chance to explore something new. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know I from the angle I look at this, I can't really see my cards too well. So so we have explore, and then we have masculine, direction, movement, protection, giving. So masculine energy is coming in, energy of someone doing something for you. Some of you, if you feel like you need to step into that masculine energy, this could be your call to do that. But some of you guys are pulling in a masculine energy that will take action, that will plan, that will go and do the things. That's what you're bringing in. All right, let's see. Pile 2, what's coming in for love? Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could be where things need to be cut. Remember, general reading, not all of this is going to fit for everyone. If you don't feel like you have codependency tendencies, let this next message go. If you do, trigger warning, listen with an open ear, open heart. If you don't want to hear it, you don't want to hear it, that's fine. If you do have any codependent tendencies, if you need someone else's validation in a relationship to feel better, work on healing those things about yourself. I promise in the long run, it's going to feel so freeing. When you are codependent on somebody else for validation or to feel good, or you're worried about this and that about someone else, and like you need them to, again, make you feel better or whatever. I hope I'm making sense with this. You're giving your power away. So learning to, especially any of my fellow, I'm healing from this, my fellow anxious attachers, especially the preoccupied anxious attachment style people, work on those parts of yourself, work on healing yourself, work on self-soothing techniques, research it, look into it. It's the most freeing thing when you recognize your own patterns and recognize where certain just subconscious patterns are ruling your life and your relationships, and how much different it can be when you move into a more secure place. I'm saying that with love and from experience. It's the best thing I ever did for myself. So, yeah. Also, this feels sidebar, and this is a one-off for somebody. Someone could be dealing with someone who has codependent issues with addiction. So if you're not understanding, like if you're dealing with a person that has a substance abuse addiction or something along those lines, they are dependent on the escapism, and they may need your help to work through that. Again, it's up to you if you want to take that battle on with them. It is their job to heal. You can be a supportive person, but it's not your job to fix them or do it for them, okay? All right. Gosh, I got super serious with this message. Sorry. Let's see. What else is going in for pile 2? We have free yourself. It's time to take control of your life. Free yourself. Or, oh, no, it's free your mind. I'm singing a song and doing the wrong words. I apologize. All right, this reminds me of the Eight of Swords. So in the Eight of Swords, we see a woman that is surrounded, like she looks like she's tied up, she's surrounded by swords, but she's actually not really trapped. She's only trapped because she thinks she is. So there's a message here, like, see, if this unicorn were just to stand up, it could just step right over this fence. So a lot of the things that tie us up, that hold us back, are fear, or our own things. They're just limiting beliefs in our own mind. So you're being guided to free yourself, especially if you do have codependent tendencies. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of us have them. I'm not judging. But again, freeing yourself from that is, I promise, you will never regret doing that. Looking at your own patterns, looking at where you can fix yourself, because then you don't need that other person to validate anything, you know? And there's nothing wrong with wanting to have someone that is on your team and with you, but when they're complimenting you and you don't need it, it's a totally different vibe. All right. So, but yeah, so there is a need to free yourself from any limiting beliefs. Also, if you have a limiting belief around what is possible for you in love, it's time to let that go. Like if I'm talking about you having all these suitors and people biting for your attention, you're like, that'll never happen. Let that go. Why not? You're like the most important person in your life. Be the leading star of your own life, you know? And confidence is key, but also loving yourself, because a lot of the relationships we have around us are a reflection of how we feel about ourselves on the inside. And when you change on how you view yourself, how you love yourself, you also change on what you're willing to put up with outside of yourself. So that's what dictates like that reflection back. Because when you truly love yourself, you don't put up with people treating you like crap. You say, no, bye, out of here. And then those people are no longer in your life, reflecting that back. Does that make sense? I hope. So yes, big changes. You know, we did have the death card again for your, and I just noticed that this arrow is going through the skull, through the head. You know, free yourself of any limitations that you have on what is possible for you in your life. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next, let's see what else is coming in for pile 2. Pile 2, please, in love. We have Virgo energy. So this is the earth element. This is hone your chosen craft. It says Virgos are hardworking, organized, intelligent, creative, and humble. They enjoy emotional connections, good food, and arts. The negative traits: overthinker, stubborn, and overly critical. Number 17 could be important. So you are bringing in possibly a Virgo. Some of you guys could be a Virgo. This is, again, hardworking, organized kind of vibes. Be mindful of anyone that's overthinking or stubborn or overly critical. Virgo has that tendency towards perfectionism. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication. So also bringing in someone that communicates with you on a vibe that you get. I personally have my Venus in Virgo. Poor people who love me. No, but be mindful of expecting perfection from anyone, because none of us are perfect. But finding people that are willing to grow with you and work with you is something that you're bringing in. I feel the need, like, yeah, be mindful of being overly critical of anyone, because again, no one's perfect. But if you can find someone that's willing to grow and work on themselves, that's a beautiful place to be in. All right. I don't think I pulled this card for the last pile, but I feel the need to pull one of these. So let's see what else is coming in for pile 2. The Dragonfly. Be lighthearted. Finding out. Things come to light. Adapt, change, and heal. So there's some truths possibly coming out. Being lighthearted. Something coming to life. And the healing is coming when it comes to your love connections. And then let's pull Chakra Love card. What is coming in for pile 2 in love? Okay, take that one. Let's see. This is the heart chakra, rhodonite. Love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. This kind of feels, again, like you're moving out of an energy of a need to defend yourself or even be spiteful, and moving into a more unconditional loving space, or dealing with people that are more unconditionally loving. If you've been stuck in relationships where people are overly critical of you, that's where you put that boundary in, and you're only accepting in people who see you and see you as someone that can grow and change and move forward. But you are bringing in love. You're bringing possibly a heart chakra opening. I feel like someone is healing some really old patterns that have tied them back in order to open up and really open up their heart to love again. You're going to be freeing yourself. So it's a really beautiful energy, not necessarily the easiest, but you're learning to explore and see what's out there and what you really have coming in for you, for love, by opening your heart and knowing that it's safe to open your heart. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for this reading. I'm going to move into some confirmations. We'll just pull some letters. I'm going to channel some names, and we'll do some signs for those that like that. If not, you got your message, then thank you for being here. I know this is a little bit of a harder message, but there was some fun stuff in here. Take it for how it fits. And again, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. So for those that want a little fun confirmations, maybe channel some names, let's do it. So pile 2 for those who want a confirmation, signs who this person may be coming their way. We have Virgo again, so 6th house energy. We have 1st house energy, which is Aries. Another 6th house energy. 4th house energy is Cancer. Wow, we have 666 on here. Take that for how that fits. And the 8th house, which is Scorpio. So corresponding months to these numbers, we have June, January, April, and August. So those may be relative months for some of you, maybe some birthdays. And let's channel some names. I'm not going to do attributes because of this storm. I am trying to make this a shorter reading just so I can get it finished before the really bad winds come in. Well, I still have electric, so let's see. And don't worry, guys, if you're watching this video, the storm's already passed. I am fine. So if it got uploaded and put out, I'm absolutely fine. Don't worry about me. I'm good. This is not my first hurricane. I've been in Florida for a very, very long time. Okay, let's see. Let's get to O-H, Ohio, N, Owen, F, R, Herring, Frank, another F, another O, so double letters here. We have a B and a V. So I'm hearing Fran, Frederick, Harriet, Henry, Oliver, Ovette, Nathan, Nathaniel, Veronica, Bob, Robert, Bobby, Betty, I think I already said Frank, Frederick, Fran, Nicholas, Rhonda, Felix, Rufio, or Owen, did I already say that? Honor, someone could work in the military. I'm just hearing like honor, noble. I'm not getting a lot. Last pile I channeled the world, so I'm not getting as much here. Bonnie, Bond, Roger, Ron, Ronald, hearing Phineas, Fifi, okay, Roland, Brown, Bronson, Byron, Phoebe, Knox, Bronx, I don't know, I'm not getting much else than that. Sorry guys. That's pretty much it. If you see your person's name, I miss a lot of names. I understand that. So if you see it, take it. If you see a person's initials or your initials, just know that take that as a sign that this was for you. As always, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. Thank you guys so much and have a good one. Bye. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. We are going over what is next in love for all situations. Doesn't matter if you're single, taken, dedicated relationship, situationship. These are the energies that you're bringing in, or energies that you're stepping into next when it comes to your loving connections. So take them for how they fit. This is a general reading, so if something feels completely off the wall for you, just don't take that. It's not for you. Totally fine. So with that said, we're going to jump right into it. So you guys picked my favorite little origami bird here. We did have a casualty. I knocked my little bird off and I broke his tail. I'm going to glue him back together, but that happened. Life happens. So maybe someone relates to having a broken tail. So we'll put that to the side. Anywho, still okay. Just got a little banged up. Maybe again, being banged up by life. Maybe that's resonant for some of you. Okay, so the card you guys have is the Muse. So we're going to discuss this card a little bit just to kind of see this energy that you're moving into, and we'll pull a bunch of other cards. So we have 3 chalices here. Kind of reminds me of a 3 of Cups, which is celebration, friendship, things like that. Possibly meeting someone when you're out and about. Now, this exact card, the alchemy symbol here, is associated with Earth. So we could have some Earth signs. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but this card says the Muse, generosity, but also naivety. So there could be a newness coming in for some of you, something exciting. I keep getting drawn into, there must have been a piece of wax stuck to the back of that card. All right. Anyways, that was odd. It felt like it fell from nowhere. I keep getting drawn into the pomegranate here. And the pomegranate is a sign of abundance. So, and we have a bird, and then we have like a harp. So it just feels like there could be some musical singing inclinations, but something very abundant, something very beautiful coming in. I feel like a strong friendship as well, either growing or expanding or something new. The 3 of Cups also can be a reunion card, so take that if it fits for you. But the Muse, again, I think of, art, creativity. You could be someone's muse, or you could be meeting your muse as well. But very generous energy coming in for you guys. So that's where we're starting off. We're going to pull oracle cards first and then jump into some tarot. So for pile 3, what is coming in for them for love? What's coming in for pile 3 for love? 2 of those. Pile 3. Okay. Pile 3. All right, pile 3. What's coming in for them for love? You guys got 2 of each thing. I wasn't doing that for everybody, but oh wow, okay, 3. Maybe a lot of people picked this pile. Maybe a lot of people like this little guy. He got banged up. Okay, so I have a feeling there's going to be some contradictory energy coming up. So just take it for how it fits, or just put some in your back pocket, because we shall see. So, all right, we have love that you are different. So energy of owning your uniqueness, loving yourself and all the different parts of yourself. Also maybe meeting someone or connecting with someone that's very unique in their own way and learning to see that as a beautiful thing. But this does feel like a personal message for a lot of you guys. Sometimes we perceive our differences as flaws, but they're just that, perceived flaws of our own eyes. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Someone's going to see your uniqueness and love you for it. Like, it's going to make you stand out in the most beautiful way. And you honoring those parts of yourselves is really going to put you in like a field above, if that makes sense. All right, we have here the Ancient Ones. So it does feel like there's like connecting over roots, connecting over the past, connecting with people that have a same ancestral line, but hearing the ancient ones, there's going to be some sort of communication, being able to see the truth and knowledge within the person that you're with. There's all kinds of like really cool, there's spiders and an owl and all this stuff kind of coming off this tree, but all this wisdom and stuff coming in. So there's some sense of honoring your past and honoring your uniqueness when it comes to your loving connections. How that all fits, I'm not exactly sure for each of you, but for those that that message is meant for, I think that it will hit home. This also, for some of you, there could be someone from your past coming back around. Okay, we have caged heart, damaged, as well as leather, lust bound. So you could be dealing with someone that has a caged heart that's been damaged, maybe understanding that and seeing that in someone, not necessarily making excuses for someone, but realizing that you're dealing with someone who has been through a lot and they might have a protection around them, and that's not because of you, or that's not anything that is wrong with you. This person may just be guarded, and understanding that may help you see things a little different about this person or the person that you're dealing with. Now we have a leather and lust bound. So there could be, this feels very vivacious, very fun. There could be a lot of intensity around connection, physical intimacy going on there. I don't know. Interesting messages. I might just leave that and open for interpretation for those it's meant for. And we have squirrel spirit coming in. It says believe in yourself. We have a crow spirit, co-create with spirit. And then we also have canary spirit, sing your own song, which we did have a bird here, and I did talk about musical inclination, could be important. We do have a flute. All right. Pile 3. Again, lots of just different messages coming in. Give me a moment to kind of take this all in. I do believe for somebody, and this may be a one-off, there is a very fated connection coming in that you maybe have been asking for, trying to manifest into your life, bringing in, and it's time for you to believe in your own power, your own destined kind of vibe. Believe in your voice, believe in what you're able to co-create and bring into your life just by speaking it into existence. I feel like somebody out there is very gifted and coming from a long line of gifted healers, and actually stepping into that. I know that's weird to talk about in a love reading, but I feel like it's important that you do believe in the power that you're able to create a life that you want for yourself. Here again, sidebar, but still here. Okay, if I'm looking at these kind of more literal, some of you could be dealing with someone that has a beautiful singing voice. Again, something that needs to be heard, needs to be said. We have the muse, we have this musical kind of abundant kind of energy coming in for you. But I'm being drawn back into this caged heart and not advising someone to not take that personal. Again, no need to make excuses for this person. There's no need to accept disrespect or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you have someone that you're dealing with, someone that you care about that has been damaged in the past, recognize that those are their patterns and it's not a reflection of you. Okay. But having boundaries with those people are still a good thing, but also understanding that someone is coming from a broken place could be very helpful in this connection. I'm going to pull some tarot. I feel like we might touch on some of this other stuff. I think about the squirrels. I have squirrels that I feed in my yard, and there's 5 of them. But some of them hide stuff, so there does feel like there is, I just lost a candle. There's some abundance here, hidden treasure is kind of what I wanted to say. That you may be uncovering some hidden treasure, maybe something from the past. Someone is definitely dealing with a their past life, or past connection, as we have the Lover's card, soul connection pop up. Let me shuffle these one more time before I pull. All right, pile 3. What is coming in for them for love? What's coming next in love for pile 3, please? There it is, lover, soul connection, the one that fell out. I love when that happens. Gemini energy here. This is soul level connections. This is soulmate type energy. You know, this is someone that you can be your full different self with. This feels like an ancient soul tie for some of you. This damaged heart, there could, if you're recircling back to an old relationship, there could be some damage from the past, but it is your job to work through that and grow through that and create together through that, you know. And so I feel like open communication, where I'm kind of drawn back into this, like, here are the ancient ones, like speaking your truth from an emotional place, but a healed place, but being very open and honest about that. Okay, let's see. Pile 3. The moon. So we have Gemini, Pisces energy, mystery. So there's something mysterious, something uncovering. The moon is about stepping into the light, about being fully seen. Again, allowing yourself to be fully seen in your connections, whatever that looks like for you, regardless of newer connections, old connection, really honoring your differences and realizing that's a blessing and not a curse, and allowing yourself to be seen. It may involve stepping through some fear of being seen, stepping into some fear of authenticity, but owning that, owning all those parts of yourself. So we have a King of Wands coming out with a 7 of Wands. So you could be someone could be dealing with a fire sign that has a bit of a wall up. This does say back off. So this is kind of coming out under that damage. So that might make a lot of sense for somebody that's watching this. But 7 of Wands can be a little bit of a defensive energy, but it's also an energy that's willing to go through the battles, go through the challenges. So there may be some sort of challenging connection when it comes to either a fire sign or just the things that you're drawn to, and being mindful, like, am I drawn to this person because of my own trauma? Do I need to unpack that a little bit? Or am I just dealing with someone that is, again, is standoffish or avoidant because of the damage that they went through? So I do feel like somebody out there just needs to have an understanding eye and not take that on personally, but also I feel it's so important to say, do not make excuses for this person. It's their responsibility to heal through that, but you can be understanding and supportive, but have healthy boundaries. Okay. All right. We have the 8 of Keys, learning. So 8 of Pentacles. So work and learning. Some of you guys, there could be a work connection with love, but this does feel like learning, understanding. Some of you guys may feel like the damaged heart, and you may be connecting with someone that's willing to learn about your past to help love you better instead of holding against you. And that may be a new thing for you. You may have maybe you're the fire sign that wants to keep people backed off, and you're being guided to, like, open up and be seen and love yourself even if you're different, and letting those walls down and letting someone learn you, letting them get to know you. You don't have to have this defensiveness about you, and realizing that some people do want to get to know you and they want to learn about your past, again, to know how to love you better versus to hold it against you. All right, and we have the 3 of Flames, 3 of Wands, which is waiting. So there could be an energy of anticipation and energy of waiting. So with this kind of coming in, that does feel like there could be some slow moving energy here with this connection that you're bringing in, but it doesn't feel like it's a bad thing. It feels like it's like worth the wait kind of vibe, worth the time, worth the uncovering, worth the discovering. So if things are taking a little bit longer than anticipated, I feel like that's okay. Some things shouldn't be rushed. Also, your own healing. You don't have to force yourself to heal faster than you're ready to, but also for some of you, you may need to understand that someone else needs some time and some patience. We do have Magician on the bottom of the deck. It says Law of Attraction. So manifesting, bringing in what you want. We do have this heart around this Cupid. So arrows of love coming in for you as well. All right, let's get some more cards. So pile 3. What's next in love for pile 3? We have expansion, growth, and progress. We do have this Fibonacci sequence here. why can I not think, a nautilus type of shell. So things growing and expanding. So there is growth and expansion coming in your loving connections, either in a new connection expanding or your current connections growing and expanding. Individuality, uniqueness, and perfection. There is like this total message about understanding like your individuality, your uniqueness, or someone else's uniqueness. What makes them different it's what makes them perfect, or it's what makes you perfect. If we are all the same, it'd be really boring, right? You know, so our uniqueness is what actually is the most alluring thing about us, and honoring that and owning that is like a big energy that you need to step into. Okay, what else? For pile 3. Release your ex. The time has come to clear the energy. So some of you guys, there could be an ex maybe that has been flittering around that has been affecting your new relationships, and it may be time to release them. If you do feel like you're holding on to something and it's holding you back, not excelling you forward, may be the time to release them. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience love in your present moments. So there is a need to forgive and learn. We did have learning pop up here twice. Now releasing your ex. So if you are, and this is another one-off, but if you are getting back together with an ex and you guys are trying to make it work, there may be a need to release the past that you guys experience. Release, you know, you can't move forward if you're constantly holding something against someone, or vice versa. So if someone that you are back with and they're holding something against you, you guys might need to have an honest conversation about releasing, because the release is in both of these. Releasing the past so you can order to heal and have love in your present moment. So it's learning from each other, growing, forgiving is really needed here. And then we have wedding on the bottom. This situation involves a wedding. So for some of you, that may be resonant. All right, let's see. Pile 3. What else is coming their way in love? We have the 4th house. So home and family. 4th house is ruled by Cancer. So the 4th house represents our home, a place of safety and retreat. So a home, a safe place is coming in for you. Something affecting your home is coming in. I really need to grab another one from this deck. Okay, not 3. Just one more. One more, please. What's coming in for? Okay, we have Leo energy, so 5th house energy. Develop creativity and teach courage. So, you know, we did have this muse kind of, I think of Leos being like the actors and performers of astrology. It says Leos are charismatic, generous, brave, spirited, honest, and assertive. They enjoy attention, creative hobbies, and complimenting others. The negative traits is arrogant, jealous, and possessive. So be mindful of that. But ultimately, you're bringing in this charismatic, fun, energetic kind of vibe coming in, or honoring that about yourself. Also honoring yourself of being seen. I think about Leos, they like to be seen. They like to be in spotlight, or at least traditionally. I know not everyone fits into that mold, but really stepping in, like, you know, stepping into being seen. That is the role of Leo, is to be in the spotlight and being okay with that. So there might be a need for some of you guys to really step into a spotlight role in your relationship, or just allowing yourself to fully be seen. All right. Pile 3, what else is coming their way? All right. This one feels like a little bit of a warning. We do have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. So be mindful of any addictions. You could be dealing with someone with an addiction. There might be a need to work through that. Any codependent tendencies you have, you may need to work on releasing those and letting those go. Again, this could be part of this releasing the past kind of vibe for some of you. And we have a love call. Someone expressing love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So some sort of message, some sort of call, text, some sort of way of someone expressing their feelings for you is coming in. Pile 3, what's coming in for them? All right, harmony makes the song of life sweeter. This is like the 3rd or 4th musical connection that's coming up. All right, this is heart chakra balance. So these are heart chakra or chakra love cards. So this is something being in full balance. So your love life coming into alignment. It says harmony. Some associated crystals are green jasper, turquoise, and labradorite. But harmony makes the song of life sweeter. So being in harmony with your connections, even if there's differences, even again, this could be where this learning about someone, learning about their past and not holding it against them and vice versa, and getting in alignment and harmony with your loving connections. All right, I did not pull one of these for anybody else, but this deck is staring at me. So let's see. We have patience. The tide will come when it's ready. So there's a card, another card about patience, of waiting. Sorry for the alerts. I don't know if I mentioned this already. I have a hurricane off the coast of where I live, or passing us by. I'm 100 miles away from it. 100 miles away from the eye of the storm, I think. Anyways, so it's been relatively calm while I've been recording this, but my past 2 piles, it was insane outside. So I guess I'm in between bands of wind. Anyways, but so sorry for the the noises and alerts. My phone's been going off and my Alexa's been going off all day. And the emergency broadcast system, at least we haven't gotten those during this. But patience. So there is a need for patience. Again, we did have that waiting card. Learning, forgiving, and patience is very much needed in your loving connections. You also, some of you may be needing to ask someone else for patience and understanding. And knowing that it's okay to ask that from somebody. And if someone's not willing to give you that, it's just a sign that they're not your person, okay? All right, I think I'm going to end the base part of our reading here. I'm going to move into just some little extra confirmations, some signs, some letters, channel some names if you want to stick around for that. If not, don't forget to like, comment, even if it's just an emoji, share this with someone that you think would enjoy this type of reading. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find it in the description box below. But let's move into these confirmations. Again, this is going to be quick because I was trying to get this reading done before the storm gets even worse, and hopefully I don't lose electricity. But I'm a long-time Floridian, so I'm not too worried about this. So, all right, at least where I am at. Anyone, if you're watching this video, it won't be released till tomorrow anyway. So the storm will already have passed me. So anyone in the way of Helene, I'm sending you lots of love and fast recovery if there was any damage. Okay. All right. So we have a 9, a 5, a 2, an 11, 1, and Taurus. Let me just check, make sure I'm not getting like a tornado warning. Okay, good. We're good. I'm on that side of the hurricane, so that's the only nerve-wracking part for me. All right, so we have 9, Sagittarius. 5th house is Leo. 2nd house, Taurus. We have another Taurus here. We have the 11th house, which is Aquarius. 1st house, Aries. Associated months to these numbers, we have January, September, May, February, November, and February again. So those could be corresponding numbers or months or signs for you guys to keep an eye out for. And let's pull some letters. So this could be your letters, someone else's name. I'll channel some names to keep in your back pocket, or possibly for some confirmations for you guys. All right. Let's see. What do we have? We have an R, a D, research and development. Oh, we have a little game controller. So didn't know that was in that. Okay, we have a R, a D, a K, a V, U, another D, so double D's, C, Casey, E, E, C. So we have some double letters, so those could be relevant. All right, let's see. We got Derek, so we got Derek's here. Hearing Reka, Ray, Daryl, Eric, Erica, Evan, Veronica, which is coming up, I feel like in 2 piles today. Hearing Kinsey, Keely, Karen, Cece, I think I already said Rika, Kevin, Kev, Donovan, Dirk, Deirdre, Darlene. I think some of the same names are coming up in each of these piles. It's interesting. Eunice, Irvis, Duncan, Ralph, Raphael, Culver, D, Denise, Victor, a nod to Victoria, that's my mom's name, Kelsey, doctor, someone could work in the medical field, Vice, my lights are flickering, okay. Let's see what other letters so I can hurry up with this. Give it to me, David, Cece, Cicely, Kirk, lots of announcements you guys are doing. I guess Alexa wants to be in this. Rick, Richard, Dick, Dallas, I already said Evan, Erica, Drayton, Drake, I know there's names that I'm not seeing that you guys are probably yelling at me that you see, and that's fine. Take it. I'm mainly trying to channel names that aren't directly here. Kurt, Curtis. And my guides show me people's faces, and sometimes none of their letters are here, but I'm getting, I'll say Harley. Raina, Rianne, Renee, Reese, Vince, Dustin, hearing Colby, Ryan. All right, that's pretty much it. There's other ones fluttering around, but I'm not getting them. Oh, Elliot, okay. There you guys go. If you see your person's name, initials, yours, whatever, take it. Always honor that. As always, I appreciate you guys being here for me. Again, I'm sure I'm safe. If this came out tomorrow, I'm fine. Where I sit in Florida, I'm luckily very safe in this storm. Sending all the love to the people that have been affected by Hurricane Helene. Hopefully everything comes back for you very quickly. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, all the good things that help me with the algorithm. I really do appreciate that as well. Thank you guys so much. Bye.